Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. Yet another week gone by. Here in Wisconsin, it's still pretty cold and mostly miserable. I would like spring to arrive properly. That would be nice. But we're going into April soon, which is one of my favorite months. Spring, I think, really starts to hit its stride. It rains a lot, which, you know, kind of like a warm spring rain. That's just great. And it's my birthday in the middle of the month, so it's a solid month. We're going to be playing some Duelyst today. If you haven't watched my Duelyst video proper, this may all seem pretty confusing to you, but it's a pretty cool little game, so we're just going to be fooling around with this while we do some chat. Yeah. So this week was a good week, actually. Overall, it was not too shabby. We had Bloodborne on Tuesday, which was just pretty crazy. I played a lot of that this week, and yeah, I don't think I like rushed through the game. Like, it was 21 hours total for my first playthrough, which is not super quick, but I know some people that take like 40 hours or something, so I didn't try to rush through it, but yeah, I definitely missed some stuff, but well, I'll try to pick up on the optional areas and things for the second playthrough that I record. Sorry, I don't know how much talking I'm gonna be able to do. It's so damn interesting. Let's see then. Yeah, so Bloodborne came out. That was good. Played that a lot. And then Thursday, Pillars of Eternity came out, which is a game that I had kickstarted. I think that was like 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. I think it was September of 12. I think when that Kickstarter launched. And so that was this was the game that I was like, this is where Kickstarter is really finally gonna pay off, you know, where it's like the one that I maybe thought might have paid off was Wasteland 2, but I was kind of wary about that, so I wasn't sure. And this one I was pretty confident with. You know, it's some guys that had worked on these old Baldur's Gate 2, Icewind Dale, you know, games like that, Planescape Torment, things of that nature. It was a good group of guys working on this, and Baldur's Gate 2, as I've mentioned, is one of the best games ever. So yeah, this should be pretty good. And then the early reviews that were, you know, coming out on Wednesday and stuff were just raving about it, how this is the RPG everyone's been waiting for, and I was like, yes. So yeah, I was very excited about it, and I haven't put a great amount of time into it because I've been playing mostly Bloodborne, but I have put maybe 3 hours into it, ish, maybe a bit more. And it is very much like an updated modern day Baldur's Gate. It is very much like that. But there are some things that kind of I question with their design choices. I'm trying to think of anything off the top of my head that there was something that bugged me quite a bit. Because they're not using a Dungeons and Dragons system. They're using their own thing that they came up with. And so it's like you have all this freedom when coming up with your own RPG system. You could do anything with it. And, well, this is interesting. Damn. You know, you come up with your own RPG system, you can do all sorts of stuff, but they also they really wanted it to feel like Dungeons and Dragons, and they did, I think they based, oh, you know what it was? It was Fancy and Magic. That kind of bothered me. And I know why they did it, because it's very iconic, it's very much Dungeons and Dragons, this is what people think of when they think of, like, a wizard. But if... I guess most people will know. Maybe they don't know what it's called. But Fancy and Magic is where, for wizards and things like that, you get... Two, that would give me... I'd have two then. Shit. Do I want to stun them? Not really. But I don't want to play freaking that. Well, I didn't want to do that. That was dumb. And that's just some... No, that was just... Man, that was dumb. I'm going to make a lot of dumb plays. Anyways, so Fancy and Magic is for wizards and things like that, where you get a certain number of spell casts per day. And you have to log what spells you're picking into your grimoire, your spell book, whatever. And you can cast those spells today, and you can only cast a number of spells of that level each day. That's Fancy and Magic, named after, what is it, like Jim Vance or something like that. And, so it's very much a D&D type thing, you know. But I don't love it. I don't think it's that amazing of a system. But for some reason, that's the shit, you know? Okay, so we could do this. And then we can play this guy there. Give us this to give us this. Ooh, because that nullifies that. That's pretty sweet. So I don't love Fancy and Magic. I know why they put it in. It's whatever. But I could have done without it. So I started the game as a wizard. Because I played through Planescape Torment. I played through my first time all the way through with a spellcasting character, and it was really cool. Because early on, you get again. I think it was Vancian in Planescape Torment, but I remember starting out. You get nothing. You get to like cast like a little flame burst, and that's basically it. But then later on, you are literally raining death on people, and it's awesome. And so... No, I don't want to do that. I want to kill this. And then play this. Sorry, I am playing a game. You know, we'll get to it. Sure. And, so yeah, I really like that in Planescape because you know, early on in the game, you do a lot of talking. And, you don't really need to rain death early on in the game, as far as I found. There were some tricky moments in Planescape, but it was a really incredible game, and I really enjoyed playing a spellcaster. And since I've been playing Mage Wars recently, which I'll talk about a little later, I'm really into the whole wizard spellcasting, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I'm going to play a wizard. So I started playing Wizard, and yeah, starting off they get all your kind of basic stuff. They get... No, they can't use, I don't think, any D&D type names. It's not called Burning Hands, it's called, like, Fan of Flames or something. It's the same damn thing. What the hell did he just cast? I think we have to get rid of this for now. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna need to kill... I can't worry about that. 6 mana, I could bust out. Yeah, I gotta just bust out this guy. And then we can just start waiting. Yeah, so you get all your basic generic spells. And then... So I played through the game a little bit as a wizard. And... You get a lot of companions. Like, it's very easy to get a bunch of allies, even very early on. Like, I'm just a few hours in, I have like 4 people with me. Because you can hire generic adventurers that you create just like you created your normal character. So I just created Taco Bitch as like a female paladin. And you go through the exact same process as making your original character. And then boom, there she is. She's not like one of the actual, like, you know, allies that you get, as in she doesn't have any dialogue or anything. She's just there as hired muscle. She doesn't talk, which is good. And so let's replace this. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, this guy got dispelled, so he's pretty worthless. I don't know if this is actually that good. I'm gonna do this. Kill this. Kill this. I can put that down there. I guess I'll play this just to get it out. Oh, by 2. God, I'm dumb. Well, that was a mistake. I'm real dumb. Anyways, you get a lot of companions, and so I have a bunch of melee companions that just rush in, and then I, you know, rain death from the back. But much like other D&D-esque games, you don't really get to rain death. You just get to shoot a little bit of spells. And early on, as a wizard, is just rough. It's not like... For those that watched a little bit of my Baldur's Gate 2 playthrough, whatever, that we were doing recently, where I played as a sorcerer, you saw that even early in the game, I was throwing down some shit. Like, I could clear rooms by myself pretty easily. But the thing with Baldur's Gate 2 is you start the game at, like, level 7 or level 8. Because it's supposed to, you're carrying over from Baldur's Gate 1, so it's assumed that your character's already kind of a little powered up. Because it's supposed to be like the same character. Okay, so this would give it +2. This would dispel. I could dispel that. I could... Oh, shit. I guess swap this, maybe? +1 attack and frenzy. So if I double buff this guy... Okay, that can work. So we give them this. Give them this. He attacks here. Play this here to dispel his range. And then I'm... Okay. I know this is like a very frantic, one-sided conversation that I'm trying to have with you guys. I know I probably shouldn't have picked this game, but it was either this, Pillars, or Bloodborne. I didn't want to spoil anything in any of those games, so... What am I trying to say? Okay, so I felt constantly kind of underpowered with my wizard, which kind of I expected, but so far I've found a lot more combat than I thought I would. And like these side quests that I've gone on, it's basically just like kill everything on the way to have a conversation and then go back. or like you'll go through these kind of wilderness areas and there'll just be a bunch of wolves and you're not going to talk to the wolves, you just have to fight the wolves. And I know I don't want them to make a game where I'm fucking talking to wolves. Maybe I do. But oh, that's how he wants it to be, huh? Oh, this is real good. Oh man, this is a sweet combo. Okay, watch this shit. Oh man, awesome, so good. Anyways, I don't know, the side quest design I haven't been amazed with. The one side quest that I was on right now is where you basically you're in this area that has this really shitty lord it's right at the start of the game. There's this guy, Lord Raedric or whatever, is in charge of everything, and he's real shit. And so after a little while, you know, you do a couple other side quests. The resistance guy wants you to help take, you know, kill the king, kill the lord, whatever. And so you have to storm his castle, more or less. And so you can storm in through the front door, but I found this to be incredibly difficult. Trust me, I tried. There's a lot of high-powered guards. You could do that, or you could do the sneaky stuff. Let's replace this. Okay. Fuck. Alright. And so, after trying and failing to storm the castle, I went through the sneaky stuff. But the sneaky stuff basically just lets you enter into a side entrance of the castle. You still are fighting everything, as far as I found. So I still am fighting through a tremendous amount of guards that I'm really struggling with, because they're tough, man. They hurt. And maybe I just need more time to practice and stuff like that. But then I came upon a glitch. Ooh, that's a damn good card. I came upon a glitch, and this has been talked about. People are mentioning this, where it's like... Okay. Oh, you. I came upon a glitch while in this castle that basically certain doors, or I guess certain entrances or exits, will glitch, and after the loading screen, the game will just go to a black screen and it'll crash. And so there was some place where I tried to go downstairs, it wouldn't let me, so I went back outside, and then I could continue through like a different door. But then I eventually fought my way. I cleared out the front of the castle through some very sneaky Baldur's Gate 2-esque methods. I cleared out the front of the castle, and I was about to storm in through the big front door, probably to the throne room, and I got the black screen again. So I was just like, there's no way I can do this. Shit. And yeah, so that pissed me off. So compounded with the wizard and this whole glitch thing, I was just like, I'm gonna try starting a new game. Maybe I can get past this glitch and maybe try something different. So I started up a Cypher, I think it's called, which is basically like a Scion. They do a lot of like mental attacks and things like that. So of course I named him Artemis Wolf, and yeah, so I'm starting that. I did like the tutorial section, and so we'll see how that goes. He's pretty cool. He doesn't use Vancian magic. He uses something more akin to like focus points, or not focus, power points from like a Scion, but I think it's refueled by actually participating in physical combat, which is not Artemis at all. I may have to read on how focus gets supplied, but so I'll try that out. But it's a gorgeous looking game. The writing in it is very good. I'm very impressed with most of it. It's just some of the glitches and some of the design choices I'm not crazy about, but we'll see. shit for shit. So I give this here. You go over here, kill that. He's basically just prolonging the inevitable here. Actually, fuck, I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna die. Why did I just attack him? Wait. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even do an emote. It won't let me. Oh, I just threw the game away. Because I'm talking. God damn it. I didn't even see that he buffed him, but then after I saw he was buffed, why did I still attack him? Oh god, I'm dumb. I had that game handed to me. Anyways, so yeah, pillars, good looking stuff. I need some more time with it though. Anyways. So yeah, that's been most of my week. It took like 21 minutes to get that out, which would have been normally like 3 minutes. So in the coming week, there'll be plenty of the Bloodborne playthrough. That'll probably be the main main topic for videos. There'll be role manging and secrets of role manging, and that might be about it. There might be. Oh man, if I had the flash reincarnation with this, that's hella good. Maybe I can draw it, but there might be some videos of this if people really want. It's a really cool game. And actually, if you don't want to really wait around to try to get a key, apparently if you go to the forums, which I think are accessible by everyone, I'm not sure. If you go to the forums, there's like a thread where you can just ask for a key, and apparently they will none of this is terrible. This is like Shattered Sinclair. I don't want to just play that on its own. He didn't play anything, so I guess that's good, but shit. Yeah, there's a thread on there where if you just ask for a key, a dev will like give it to you within like 15 minutes. So I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's accessible to everyone or just people that are already, but it has to be. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely more people need to play this game. I want to get some friends, family on here, so I don't have to just play with random strangers. All right, let's dump this. Oof. That would be my whole turn, but I could just destroy him. He's got no minions out right now. That's huge power. Like, I could kill him. Man, that's a really big buff. Okay. Yeah, this is a really cool game though. I like it. Like right now, I'd rather play this in Hearthstone, but I have put a lot of time into Hearthstone. And oh, that's the other thing. The new expansion, the new adventure, whatever, for Hearthstone is coming out on April 2nd, which I believe is Thursday of this week. And so I will be doing that. I'll be doing the same thing I did for the last Naxxramas, where I will, that's interesting. Dump this. Not what I wanted. I have 5 mana. I could get 6, so I could buff. This. I don't really want to eat. Yeah. So that'll be happening. Actually, yeah, I forgot about that. That'll happen on Thursday. I'll put out a video of that at least. Okay, so board game. Not a lot of board gaming this week, as you can imagine. So much video games. But this last Monday, I finally got to try Mage Wars. If you remember, I told Mert to just read the rules, and he said okay. And he did. He read all the rules, and so we went on to Tabletop Simulator. and we fired it up. I loaded in 2 apprentice decks, and when you're first learning the game, they tell you to make these kind of apprentice decks, which is like half the number of cards that would be in a normal deck, and they kind of simplify some of the rules and stuff like that. It's just for starting. What has he got now? 3-8. Okay, that doesn't bother me. Although I could just buff this thing with Frenzy. But I want to keep my minions, so I don't care. Dead. This gives me another claw. Well, that'll come out soon. This guy will come here. I need Provoke in this deck. I need more Provoke. I'm gonna put this here. And we'll give him one of these. Okay. Mage Wars, yes. So, very, very cool game. Yes, I could definitely see Mage Wars being in my top 10. Quite easily. So much so that after like I think it was like 2 times of playing it, 2 or 3, I ordered the upcoming reprint of the 4th edition of the core set, because this is a game I gotta have. It's really cool. It's basically like, it's kind of like a really gamer's game version of like this, where you have cards and there's a lot of stuff about positioning and timing and tactics and stuff like that, but it's much more involved. And the coolest thing that I tell everybody is you don't randomly draw your cards, which is a lot of people's problem with card games, such as Hearthstone or such as this. It's just you never know what you're gonna get. And some games mitigate it like this, where you can replace and things like that, and that's really cool. But Mage Wars, there's none of that. You pick what cards you're going to be playing every round. And that just adds such a crazy, cool, tactical dynamic to the game. It's really awesome. So, yeah. I did, that could be useful. 7 mana, 4... Oh no, we want to do this, but what do I want to put out? Earthwalk? No, I don't really want to hurt anything, so I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, actually, oh, he's at 25 health. Okay, so if I move here, I think we're gonna do this. Actually, I shouldn't have moved there. That was dumb of me. I guess we'll funnel him. Done. Okay. And yeah, it's really cool. And so far it's pretty much just been me and Mert. I tried. Well, I did an apprentice game with Ziggy, and I actually recorded it. And I was like, oh, I'll record it, see how it goes. But it was over very quickly because I didn't pull any punches. And if you know what you're doing in Mage Wars against a newbie, yeah, even me who's played like 2 matches, that would count as knowing what you're doing, more or less. So I crushed him very quickly. He didn't grasp many of the rules, and it was an apprentice game, and I crushed him. So it probably wasn't the best thing to do, but it's tough pulling punches in Mage Wars when you know what you got. So I didn't upload it, and I probably won't. We didn't talk very much. I was just me kind of explaining the game and so on and so forth. But he's willing to try again to get more into it, and we're gonna try to get studs involved in it. So at some point, especially maybe with the actual core set in real life, maybe we can get a like a 4-player game going, which would be real cool. Okay, he's got 17 health. Is there any way I can kill this thing? No, because I can't squeeze them both in there. This guy has Frenzy, which means I could hit both of these things, which is probably good. Like, that's just vicious. just dump this. Okay. Put dampening wave. Move here. Provoke here. You kill her. This here. Sure. Yes, very cool game, and there'll probably be a video of it at some point. Maybe next time Mert and I play, we're using like regular decks. But it's like an hour and a half or something like that for us to play, and then for me to include an explanation of how to play, it would definitely be like a 2-hour video. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. But it is a very cool game. So we played that, and not much else. Thursday night we played. Was it? No, it must not have been Thursday. Oh, one of those nights. It may have been Thursday. Oh, that's exactly the card that he needed. I don't get much benefit from that. Alright, well, spells were played. Still doesn't really save him, but okay. What is this thing? I'm not watching what he's playing. Oh, okay, that's what he did. Maybe dump this. Yeah, I don't really have many alternatives. There. Hit him. Thursday, Ziggy and I played some more Lord of the Rings LCG. We've got a few expansions now. One deluxe expansion, another one on the way, and a couple adventure packs that he got for my birthday, and which he got them much earlier than I anticipated, like a month earlier. And so we tried like the final scenario from the base set, which is like difficulty 7. People say it's like impossible to do solo with just the cards from the base set, so really tough, but we tried it, and yeah, we got annihilated, as you can imagine. +1 attack and frenzies, that would hit them for 2. I need something bigger. Fuck. Okay, well, we're gonna move in. This guy's got 8 attack, which is nice. He's gonna die to that, unless I do this. Okay, I really need to watch my clicks. I feel like a Hearthstone noob. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Do this. Doesn't really protect him, but he'd have to sack both those minions to do it. Yeah, so we got totally crushed, and we'll need to make another attempt, but there's a lot of refining needed in decks once you get to the higher difficulty stuff. So I don't know if we'll be able to manage beating that one without really tinkering on our decks. So we might try like one of the lower difficulty ones that we got for those adventure packs. But it is a very cool game. And then last night, we played some Sentinels in the Multiverse. It was Ziggy's first time. And yeah, it's always just a solid game. We won. It's funny, there are a lot of moments in that game where it just feels like you're just getting crushed and beaten, and there's like, there's no way we're gonna win. And then you ended up pulling it out because you finally stabilize, and it's like, yeah, we're heroes, yes. You know, it's very comic booky. It's amazing how they worked that out. But uh-oh. Epic bullshit. What do I get? Oh, okay. Alright, 20 health. I can make him a 9-4, so I can do 11 this turn. Now I can do 12 this turn. That's not much. If I replace this, am I likely to get something better? Well, I need more minions, I suppose. That's what I wanted. And that's basically the same effect, but with a minion. That is going to get real worrisome. Anyways. And then today for board games we played Sheriff of Nottingham. And I've cooled quite a bit on Sheriff of Nottingham. I'll play it. It's alright. But, I don't know, I just... Maybe I'm very curious on how much strategy there really is in that game. Because people are assholes. You can never predict anything in that game, is what somebody's going to really do. So, I don't know. It seems all just kind of very random, and I like to just, at this point, just have weird fun with it. You know? Like, my goal during that game was to get, like, put one of each legal good in the bag. And so I pulled that off. I tried to get it through to the market, because that would have been cool, but I didn't. And then it was to try and actually have nothing. To pull out a completely blank, you know, market. I got pretty close. I was down to like just 3 breads and a chicken. That's all I had. Because once you run out of money, if you need to pay somebody, you have to give them goods from your market. So I tried, but I didn't quite get there. Let's replace this. Oh, we can dispel, so that's going to get dispelled. So let's move up here. We will dispel like so. And then we'll frenzy here to attack this. That's pretty much GG at this point. So yeah, not crazy about Sheriff. We don't play it too often, so it's not a big deal. But compared to Chinatown, yeah. And then we played Weedle finally, which I talked about a while back. That was the kind of variant of Pit. So we played 2 games of that. I'll basically tell you I prefer Pit. Because Pit is just like random, chaotic bullshit. That's what Pit is. And that's what it does well. And so, I mean, Weedle is not bad, and I'll definitely play it when anybody wants, but if I'm going to pick, I don't think a collection really needs both Weedle or Pit, but apparently my collection does, because we'll play both. Did I just lose? Oh, no. Okay. I didn't even see what happened. I'll have to watch the replay. I have no idea what he did, but I won. Pit is, like, complete luck, very little, like, just no skill, whatever, just crazy bullshit. Weedle, I think, implements a bit of thought process into it. And so, it's like, again, Weedle's not bad. But it's either I want a trading game where there is thought process involved, there's skill, you take your time, or you want just... You want Pit, you know? There's Weedle is in kind of a weird valley in between those. So I guess I didn't win. I lost both games. So maybe that's coloring my perceptions. You know, Studs won one of the games, so he says he likes Pit a lot. Or he likes Weedle a lot. So I don't know. They're okay. Pit is much more well known, I think. And yeah, I'll pick Pit over the alternative, but whatever. We were supposed... the Twilight Imperium 3 event was scheduled for next Saturday, but apparently there's some basketball college... I don't know. They just tell me, oh, nobody's going to be there, so you want to reschedule. And I'm like, all right. You know, what can I say to that? All right. And so it's going to be the 11th, which is apparently International Tabletop Day. Which is a thing. Last April, I guess, I probably had no idea it even existed, but nowadays, that's an event, and we'll play Twilight Imperium 3. You know, God willing, I guess. Okay, so I could put this out for... I could put those for 1. And then put it here to give me 3, but that doesn't do anything, so screw it. It doesn't even... It's not even worth it to put it on there. Put it behind me. So, yeah, I don't really know what International Tabletop Day is. I think there's a lot of, like, events across the world at game stores and things like that. Maybe there'll be some deals. I don't know, maybe. God. But for us, it'll just be a game day. Which is cool, cool, cool. I'll dump that. God, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, we'll just lay on the pain then. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, other than that... Not much to really say, unfortunately. Like, very little happened in the real world. I neglected to go out a couple times just because it's like, you know, Bloodborne. That was most of my week. So, I guess I'll just finish out this game, and that'll be that. I could kill this. That would be something. But I could... 5 mana, 2, that would be... I could drop it down to 1 health, but that's not great. I could get this to get 6 mana, so I could do both of them. Actually, that's probably the best bet. So if I put this guy here... This guy here... Did I even replace? Oh, I didn't even replace. I should have done that. I guess we'll just do that. Make him worthless. This card, I don't know if I love. It might be better if I had much bigger creatures, but I'm playing a pretty low-cost deck. Obviously, this deck needs a lot of tinkering, but it seems pretty cool. There's a lot of buffing involved. Ooh, should have saved it. This might be played. Ooh. Okay, he'll get buffed to 4, and actually I can buff this guy out of it. Okay, that's the play. Buff him up to 4. Play this. Done. No. He plays this. Okay. Alright. Okay, we have a stun, we have a dispel. That sucks. But he's still gonna keep growing, so he's not dispelled. Oh, okay. Alright, well. That was basically... Wow. Okay, so that was his entire turn just to get rid of that shit. Okay. We're gonna dump this because it's worthless this turn. Rebirth. Probably buff that. I don't want to dispel anything, so... Did I no, I already replaced. Alright, just kind of got to trap him in. I still have my +6 attack, so... That's dangerous to him. Hanging with Mangg just turned into, let's play some more Duelyst. But look at that art. It's so good. That sucks. Oh, yeah, so I got that wrong. For those that did watch my Duelyst video, I did get that wrong. I was wondering, like, what is the point of this? It just dispels a space. Yeah, this is basically silence. It dispels whatever minion is on that space. Which, as you can imagine, is going to be this bullshit. So if I move... No, I need something there. If I move here, move this here, provoke, or no, dispel here, there. Place this. I have 4 mana. I want to get this out. Then he'll just... No, he can't kill it. Okay. So do that. Yeah, so silence is, or dispel is pretty good because it's silence, and there's a lot of effects in this game that you want to get silenced. So there's I think right now the only ones that I've seen are this guy, which dispels a nearby space, and then there's another one that dispels all nearby spaces. Okay, so it wasn't terrible because it got rid of one of my charges, but if that was his best play, oof. This is not good for me right now. This could be good. Oh. He's basically just constantly on the evade. Again, this is worthless. Also worthless. That could be good. He's really gonna have to pull out some shit. Yeah, this I think I replaced it. I don't think I really use this one. It's just I need to either get it out or get more bigger stuff in there. But I like kind of what I've got going on. Magmar Rush deck. Okay, he's not trying to... No. Okay, it didn't really do much. Question is, can I really kill him? Alright, let's get rid of this. Roll +1. This. Get this bullshit over here. I don't know what was the last spell cast. I think it was a +2? No. Shit. Because I could play this to get another version of it. Or I could just try and see if something good... I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was another one of these anyways. Okay. And then we'll just hit him. This. Hit him. And he's gonna have to really pull out some shit. Yeah, it's pretty much GG. He needs like a volcano or something to kill all minions. Then maybe. Maybe. No, why even bother moving that guy? He ain't gonna do shit. Now you're just BMing. Oh. That does kill quite a bit. That's close to the volcano effect, pretty much. I don't know if there's a volcano at all, but, you know. Alright. It's not game over. I don't think I want stun. I don't think that really helps. Ah. Okay, so we are going to apply that. Apply it. Apply this. Hit him. I don't think... No, I don't think he can move far away enough without... No, he needs a... He needs a provoke. He needs a provoke. Or he needs to push me away or teleport himself. He needs something like that. If he has another... If he has a tracer or something like that, then maybe, but... I'm very impressed if he could get out of this. This whole match he has been on the run. Because of that, the adamantite claws or whatever just... They just wreck. Oh, if he puts one there, actually, then yes. Alright, I might want the stun. Oh, God, I need a rush. Yeah, I gotta risk that. I don't care. I'll put this here. And then I'll stun. I give it +1 attack, but that's pointless. Okay. So they're stunned, which means they don't get a turn this turn. Okay. He's still just gonna trade, but he doesn't want the rebirth? He's gonna move back left, I imagine. Okay. Yes. God, this piece of shit. I like Sawing High because they just do so much spell damage to everything. And you know, they have ranged minions, and it's just like whatever. Magmar is all about getting up close and personal, and if their asshole generals keeps moving around, there's not a whole lot I can do. He's gonna be at 8 health. That's tough to deal with. This. Okay. So if I dump this, get him up to 7, which doesn't help me. I'm gonna move here. Move here. Hit. Still holding on to these because it doesn't help me. He shouldn't be able to kill me unless he has his own claws. Come on, man. What are your options? He's completely walling himself in. 100%. And he wants these to get hit because then he restores health. And there's nothing I can really do about it. Okay, I'm just gonna have to let him restore health. There's not a whole lot I can do. Do this properly, do that. So I'm just gonna have to trade. So he's gonna get 2 health back. Does that give me the win? Does that clear a spot? Oh, it does. You're dead. GG. Ha-ha! Yeah, if you accidentally discover that you've won, you probably need to play and practice some more. Okay. Rank 26. Alrighty then, that is going to wrap up Hanging with Mangg for today, which kind of turned into just a Duelyst gameplay. But anyways, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about. It's just been mostly Bloodborne with the little pillars thrown in, and you guys already kind of knew that, so But this is a weekly tradition. I have to put it out there, so it is what it is. Yes, so you can look forward to more Bloodborne, some role-manging, some secrets of role-manging, some Hearthstone, maybe some more Duelyst. It's a good time. It's a good time in the world. So, my name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg. See you fine folks next week.